now it's okay. Okay. Evaluate. Okay, let's move on. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. Thank you, Oratória, for making this agenda happen for this meeting. I hope everyone is ready and fine at your home and safe there. Tonight we have our English meeting in Brasília Toastmasters, and as we arranged before, we are going to move directly to our prepared speech. And our Toastmasters meeting today is going to be, sorry, I start to hear myself here. Okay. I'm going to be our Toastmasters of this evening. Bruno Rabelo is our timer tonight. Bruno, could you just please share how we're going to show the colors for our speakers, please? You can just change the colors.
1 second. The green one, the yellow, the red.
Great. So Rafaela and Aletheia, remind to pin Bruno video when you are doing your speech so you can see how you're performing with your time. Our accountant tonight is Fabio Bueno, our Toastmasters Brasília member. Thank you, Fabia. The accountant, as you know, is responsible to take note about the filler words. And we have our grammarian as Fabia Bueno também. Thank you, Fabia, for double as grammarian and accountant. Luzia Mota from Dell Toastmasters. Thank you, Luzia, again to join us this evening and help us. And we have our General Evaluator Eduardo Barbosa from Rio Toastmasters. I think it's your first time here, Eduardo. Thank you so much for joining us again and helping us this evening. Fabio, could you please share with us the word of the day and the idea?
Sure. Thank you so much. Good evening, guys. Hope you're all doing well. So the word of today is flabbergasted or flabbergasted. And this means, the meaning is being greatly surprised or astonished. So I have some examples here. This news has left me totally flabbergasted. Or when they announced her name, the winner just sat there flabbergasted.
Thank you, Fabio. So everyone try to use this great different word in your speech or during your participation this evening. And every time you hear that, we're going to give you a thumbs up. I'm going to be flabbergasted if I hear this word tonight. So try to use it and remember how to spell, because for me, it's not easy. And moving on to our prepared speech for this evening, we have two amazing speeches. And the first is about our guest, Rafaela Bonogli from IBM São Paulo. Thank you so much, Rafaela, for joining us tonight and deliver this speech here. It's going to be a pleasure to hear this. And her path in Toastmasters is leadership development, and her project is evaluation and feedback. I'm not sure if this is the first or the second, Rafaela, speech.
On this project is the first speech.
The first. Okay, thank you. So if anyone here don't know, the evaluation and feedback is made by 3 projects. This is the first one. Rafaela needs to deliver a speech tonight, and she's going to receive a feedback from this speech, and she needs to apply that feedback in a second speech. After that, Rafaela is going to be a evaluator, and after that she finished this project in level 1 in Toastmasters, and she's going to be evaluated by Raquel Brito from Vila Olímpia. Raquel, thank you for joining us tonight and help us again. And the title of the speech for Rafaela is The Story of Us. The Story of Us, Rafaela Bonogli, with you.
Thank you, Alessandro. Thank you. 1 second, just let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm not really familiar with Zoom, but I can share at the end. So this story is important to me as it shows the transformative power in education reach through the PTEC program. What motivated me to create it was the fact that Anna's transformation journey was beautiful, inspiring, and marked me a lot. And I wanted to share her story to extend the reach of Anna's voice and the social impact of PTEC. One day, I will be the CEO of a technology company, maybe even IBM. I heard this from Anna, a student at the PTEC program, at the height of her 15 years of age. Anna is a girl with perceiving eyes, curly, black, and shiny hair, which in the light looks even blue, and I smile from ear to ear. Anna is the daughter of a locksmith, Mr. Walter, and a housewife, Mrs. Gabriela. Her mother bakes cakes in her spare time to sell in the neighborhood. Her older brother, Fred, works in a hardware store to supplement the family's income. All of Anna's family members had to start working early to help with the house, and then they didn't have the opportunity to go to college. Anna would be the first of her family to earn a high school diploma and an industry-recognized associate degree, and work in a large corporation. I first met Anna at the launch of the PTEC program in Brazil. She was a student in the year 1 of the System Analysis and Development course at the Technical School of the East Zone of São Paulo. On that hot, rainy Brazilian summer afternoon, Anna and her colleagues introduced themselves to the IBMers who were selected as mentors in the program. But there was something special about her. Anna shone with determination. In the beginning, she was actually very shy, always downcast, responding at low volume only as necessary. At each mentoring session, it was clear how much Anna had developed and applied classroom learning, proactively asking and answering questions about design thinking, AI, leading the dynamics, delivering speeches, and amplifying her powerful voice and strong opinion. It was then that, in a mentoring session on technology careers, she said with conviction, "One day I'll be CEO of a technology company, maybe even IBM." Today, Anna is finishing high school and preparing to a 2-year post-secondary degree in a STEM field, also through the program. Upon graduation, she will have the academic and professional skills required to enter careers in IT. I hope to see Anna as a CEO of a technology company in the future, maybe even IBM. Visit ptech.org to bring the program to your community today. Thank you.
Okay. Congratulations, Rafaela. Oops, sorry, my webcam is not working. Okay. Now it's okay. Okay, thank you. Congratulations, Rafaela. I really love speeches about overcoming something. At first, I thought that was about you. After that, I heard Anna's name. And I reminded a book that I read the cover last weekend, and was about the woman, name is Maria Luisa, who brought Starbucks coffee to Brazil many years ago. And the idea for that, for her, it was that a MBA project from her college, and that became reality years ago. So this is really nice. Really nice, congratulations. So now I would like to ask everyone to give a feedback for Rafaela. I'm going to share with you the link in just a minute. So you can share what you like or what you didn't like about her speech. Rafaela's, as our Toastmasters, as any other Toastmasters member, is used to have feedback as positive or negative, and you can really help her sharing your thoughts about what she just delivered to us. Okay, okay, the link is here. Feedback for speech. Okay. Sorry, it wasn't ready, I think. Okay, patience. Okay, working. Where is our chat here?
Alessandro,
Yes.
all feedbacks must be in English, or
No,
we
you can write in Portuguese.
Portuguese?
No problem. No problem. Great question, Ricardo. Great question. You can write in Portuguese, no problem. Let me just have her name here, so we can story of us. The story of us. Okay. Okay. The link is in the chat here in Zoom. You have 1 minute to write your feedback. After that, I'm going to move to our second speech. And you can keep writing your feedback, don't worry. It's really helpful to have your ideas. You can be as many detail as you can, because that can really help her improvement. And ours, where's my slideshow here? Okay. Okay.
Alexander, can I ask a question? Because I'm not familiar with the forms for feedback.
Yes.
We don't do this at our club. So are you going to share the form with me later so that I have access
Yes.
to the answers?
Yes, Aletheia, you can share your email address with us, or me or Aletheia, and the form is going to send you tomorrow morning your feedback by email.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's move on to our next speech. Aletheia Mello is our VPE here in Brasília Toastmasters. It's a pleasure to be here to see her deliver her speech. And the path that Aletheia chose was dynamic leadership. And the project she's delivered this speech is understanding your leadership style. And the purpose of this speech is to see what is the kind of leadership style that Aletheia has more ways that she's like, or the one that she wants to use more, or some experience that she has with kinds of different leadership styles. She is going to be evaluated by Margareth Carneiro, and the title of her speech is My Own Way to Lead. Aletheia Mello, My Own Way to Lead. The floor is yours.
Hey. Thank you, Alessandro. Let me start. So, all of us have a leadership styles. Even if we don't think about it, it's about how we lead our life. So we are the boss of our own life, at least. Isn't it? Oh, dear Toastmaster of the day, fellows Toastmaster and welcome guests. Today I'm gonna talking about my leadership styles. First of all, it's important to mention that when I arrived here in Brasília Toastmasters Club, I have filled a form to help our VPE, Vice President of Education, and my mentor, what about my goals. And the main one was about my leadership ways, my skills. So because of that, I have chosen my Pathways project called Dynamic Leadership. So in other words, for me, it's so important to understand my own to lead, because I'm completely lost about it. So I have done my Pathways project test, and I have left totally flabbergasted because I had the same mark for 3 styles. For democratic, coaching, and altruistic styles. We have 7 styles, and my last one was bureaucratic. After that, I felt so happy because I understood my way to be a leader and to manage my team at work. Besides of this test, I practice doing my leadership styles here in our club. When the election here in Toastmasters, I applied to be our new VP because I understood that in the Toastmaster proposal is to offer us, to give us a comfortable atmosphere to practice our inability, and who knows, to improve it, and who knows, transform it in our strongest skills. And it was really amazing because I understood my style, and it was like empowering me. It's mind-blowing. I feel so free. I finally realized that putting together tests and practice, I could give my best way to be a leader. And rather than thinking about to change it or change my way to be, change Alethea's way to be. And it's so amazing. Then I got that practice allowed me to notice the importance of our knowledge, our self-knowledge. Once I know it, I can easily spread all my thoughts, all my opinion, all my lifestyles. And I could understand that I don't need to change anything to be a good leader. Therefore, I started to think what helped me to be a democratic leader. And I understood that was my first inspiration was my mother. Yes, my mother. Probably for most of us, our mother was who prepared our future, who cared about all our skills. And my mother made me to be an independent woman and make my own decision, always keeping her eyes on me, of course. And once I understood the concepts, the style, my profile framework, I count out to how is important to all bosses on my entire life. And for example, here today, my inspiration leader is Alessandro. Yes, I'm so grateful, Alessandro, for everything here in my now life, my own life just now. Some years ago, I had Rosie, and she's an amazing woman, and her made us to feel the sense of belong for her. When a team feel part of all, so he can give more and do the best, all the best for our team. And we can see then ourselves in all the results. So for me, this all bosses can help me to show me how my own way to be a boss, a leader. So it's so amazing when we find our styles, and now knowing it, I can improve and work hard straight on it. So, and how about you? Have you ever think about it? I can guarantee to you that we can know ourselves, our communication at home and at job, in our job as well. It can really improve, and it's amazing. Know everything about us. It's about self-knowledge. Knowledge is power. A power, of course, we can know it, but self-knowledge is premium power to lead us to the next level. So please, guys, think about it. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, Aletheia. Amazing speech. I agree with you. That was well delivered. And I'm going to add just a sentence that I heard from Tony Robbins, that actually power is potential, knowledge is potential power, because we have a lot of people, especially these days, that have a lot of knowledge but don't use that. So that is potential power just being stopped by a cover of fear or insecurity. But I love the idea that self-knowledge is way more powerful. Great speech. So let's share our feedback with Aletheia. And the link is in our chat. You can just click there and choose Aletheia name. And you have 1 minute to write down that feedback for her. You can write that in Portuguese or in English, no problem. Okay, you can write your feedback, you can keep write that, no problem, don't need to stop. Please really share this feedback with them. It's really important for our improvement here in Toastmasters. So now I'd like to invite Bruno Rabelo, our timer, to share his report on how was the performance of Rafaela and Aletheia. Please, Bruno, the floor is yours.
Hey guys, Rafaela made the speech in 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Aletheia Melo made the speech in 6 minutes and 52 seconds. So just Aletheia Melo is able to do it.
Sorry, so only Aletheia can be voted, is this?
Yes.
Okay, so we have this vote idea here in Toastmasters to really acknowledge who was the best performer, but the time is the only thing that can keep us from not participating in this poll. So tonight we're not going to have our best speech. Oops, sorry, I closed my slideshow. No problem. So let's move on to our next part of this meeting. That is our table talk session, our impromptu speech. And I'd like now to invite, way down in Brazil, from Del Toastmasters, our friend and guest tonight, Luzia. Thank you again, Luzia, to have this amazing table talk session is going to be. Thank you.
Hello, thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here with you guys. So for today, what I was thinking is this year was a difficult one. Sometimes we feel that the year is difficult for some people, and for some others it's a great year. But this year was difficult for all of us. So I'd like to propose us to think about next month will be the Christmas, and the New Year is coming very quickly. So I'd like to propose to bring to all of you, bring some memories from your past Christmas, and use this time as opportunity to thinking good things, things that make us happy, and all this kind of experience that we had in the past. And this is the main theme. So my idea is to spin this wheel, and then you will see about what specific thing we will answer the question, okay? Who wants to start? Come on, guys. You point my fingers. Okay, so Eduardo, let's spin the wheel here. So Eduardo, please tell us about your favorite Christmas gift, or something about it. Okay.
Oh, great. My favorite Christmas gift. Well, I can think of many Christmas gifts that I received of my parents what's memorable. But there was one event, one Christmas, it was my childhood, that not so the gifts properly, but it was the event as a whole. It was kind of group of my families, members of my family that was together, all together, and it was a place with many gifts, and they kind of scrambled the various names, and they push one and tell the name, and we I was like 10 years old, and I was, oh, take my name, take my name. What was the gift? And they take the name. It was like the João, and take a gift, and it was a car. I would like to get the car, and it was take another name and another name. And my name was not even taken at all. And I was so anxious not to take the gift, but to see my name that was on the paper. So when I finally saw my name on it, I get a shirt. And you know, kids hate shirt, hate clothes at all. So that was a moment, a gift that not so great, but I love the event, the people's that moment. So back to you, Luisa. Thank you.
Thanks, Eduardo. Great story. Love it. Okay, who wants to go next? Ricardo, as you are a guest, want to participate?
Sure.
Okay. So tell us about what you like to eat in the Christmas night and something related, please.
Well, I think that my favorite drink at the Christmas is the wine. Maybe because when we were young, we were not allowed to drink alcohol, and all of the kids wants to drink, and my mother give us a cup with a Jewess, and she used to say to us that it's a alcoholic drink. So we always we grew up with this in mind. So when I grew up, this become my favorite drink at the Christmas, the wine, because it's something that I always wanted to drink. Thank you.
Thanks, Ricardo. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Who wants to go next?
I can go, maybe try if I reach the time. This time.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's a good one. Christmas songs.
I am a Christmas addicted. I love it because I'm really religious, and I think it's a time where we get to spend time with our family, friends, reflect on the year that has gone by, and also be grateful for our experiences, even though sometimes they are tough. We grow up with them. We grew them. So I love Christmas, and I'm that kind of person that after Halloween, like on November 1st, midnight, I am already singing Christmas songs and decorating my house with Christmas stuff. So for music, I have this huge Christmas playlist on my Spotify, but my favorite one, there's Então é Natal, classic one, but there's one that really speaks to my heart because it has a meaningful. I don't know if any of you know, but I had an internship, an international internship experience a couple of years ago. I worked at the Walt Disney Resorts, Parks and Resorts in Orlando, Florida. And there, we, like on the backstage, they were always playing songs. And as I worked there during 3 months, and it was Christmas time, there was always this song playing that it's the most wonderful time of the year. And for me, it really reminds me of the feeling of being there, living that amazing experience, and just preparing myself to get to work on the backstage and just listening again and again to that song. So it's definitely my favorite Christmas song because it connects both, like the Disney experience and Christmas. Thank you.
Excellent. Only great memories there. I spent some time in Ireland studying English as well, and they are crazy about Christmas. Like it start November and they are like, oh my God, it's Christmas time. But it's really good to feel this. I guess everybody renew the hopes in the future when start the Christmas time. So I guess now, Margaret, okay?
Okay, let's go.
Let's see.
Let's see what's happened.
Oh, this is a different one. Tell us about your New Year's resolutions for next year.
Actually, I usually do my resolution on December. So it's too early to think about to go 2021 for me, especially because this year was very tough. So I'm planning to survive COVID. I'm planning to travel more because this year I got stuck at home, and so I am absolutely flabbergasted to travel again, because it's, for me, it's very important to travel, to see people. I like to see people. So maybe for next year, I intend to be more social and take advantage of the all time I have to travel, to see people, to make friends, to enjoy life, because this year was very tough for me. And those are my resolution for now. Maybe you think about something more professional, but I think about my life now. So I intend to be happy. Thank you.
That is always a great plan, Margaret. And I guess this part related to travel, independent if it's travel to the next city or to the next state or to the next country, is something that everybody is missing a lot. I always like to go visit a new place, and I start to look, and I don't have pictures this year. Come on, I only have pictures traveling last year. This year was like 1-2 places only. So yeah, probably we will see a lot of probably increasing the movement, the people inside the country, and tourism probably will be better. But anyway, let's go to the next one. Who wants to talk a little bit? Come on.
I
Raquel.
will try.
Okay, Aletheia,
Or-
go there. Oh, the same one. If you want, you can answer this one, or I can remove and try new one.
Try another one, a different story.
Okay. Okay. Memories from Christmas, please.
Christmas make me so, I know, it's a kind of emotional feelings about Christmas, so maybe I will cry. I remember last Christmas. It was my remembered time with my family, because my parents, they don't really commemorate the Christmas time. They used to go to the bed at 10 o'clock, something like that, because they are old and But last years we were together, my parents, me, my sister, and my son, my little son. And when we thought, oh, it's almost finished, let's go to the bed, my mom arrived with some kind of bread and asked to us to make a prayer together. And it was so, oh, I feel like crying. And it will make me so happy because it was my last day with them. And I don't know, it's really remark me, wow, because they don't really let us know what they are feeling. So in this time, she arrived like almost the time we go to the bed, and he decided to do something different with us, and it was really incredible, and we had a lot of love together in family. So I will never forget this last year. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Yes, and some normally people that don't normally say what they are feeling, they have these gestures that we know that is the way they express they love. It was really great story, Aletheia. Thank you. Okay. I guess we have some minutes or not. Timer, please. Okay. After this, who else want to go? Raquel?
I can speak.
Okay. Let's see. Christmas movies.
Well, that's an amazing theme for me. My sister and I, we actually have a tradition of Christmas movies. So we love romantic comedies. So there is Love Doesn't Take Vacation. I don't know the name in English, but it's a romantic movie that we usually see on Christmas. While preparing the dinner, we usually watch them. And also we have Love Actually. I was trying to remember the name in English. Love Actually, which is a set of stories. It happens in London, and it's amazing. So I have some movies that are usually Christmas with the Christmas background, but mainly romantic stories. And I have this tradition of watching them with my sister. So I have so much fun. I love these movies and I love watching them over and over again. I guess we have watched for 50 times already, even not at Christmas, but they are my favorite. Thank you.
Thanks, Raquel. I would say that sometimes we feel that, okay, we can watch every during the year, don't only in this time.
Exactly.
That's great. Okay. We have 3 more questions. If we have time, we can have one more person. Felipe, you want to go? Our guest? Excellent. Oh, again. Oh my God. You want to talk about some memory or you want to try anyone?
No, with this.
Okay.
Well, my favorite New Year's memory. Well, I have a lot of, but the most remarkable is the time when I went to Valparaiso. Valparaiso is other city. I am from Santiago, and there in New Year's Eve, there is a kind of a fireworks experience. So that was my first time, and when I saw that in the same place, you know, always I saw that I watched that on TV. So for me, it was very very cool. And the instance that occurs because my best friend is now living there in Valparaiso. So I passed my that New Year with him and his family, and it was very cool. But I have other more, you know, emotionally attractive. If I wanna say a story, in my house with my family, with my grandmother, with my grandfather, that people that they gone, so they it's a sorry, it's a very emotional. I remember them with my entire family, my parents, my brother, eating, dancing, drinking. a lot. So, but I don't remember one especially with them. Always, every year, we met together in family. So I can remember a special moment with my family, but every year, every New Year was special because it's a family reunion. So for me, it's a very, very special date. Yeah, Christmas and New Year's Eve. Thank you.
Excellent, Felipe. Thank you. Yeah, I guess this is the most emotional part of the year, right? So everybody start to remember these good memories, and for me it's the same. Like, it's always good to travel, like to be in a different place, but in other hand, to be in your home with your family is also flabbergasted. So both of them are great experience. I guess we have only one more. Or how we are in the time? We have time. Sorry, I was not with the. Okay, so I will. Let me just share here because I missed the page. Okay, who wants to participate now?
I want to participate.
Okay, Carla.
Carla.
Yes, just a minute.
Yes.
Okay, could you tell us about New Year's tradition, something that your family usually do?
Okay, I'm trying to remember something. In my family, we always dress up, like not in a gown, but we dress up for a special evening, and we wait midnight and we eat beans, and we drink champagne, and we made a toast. We make a toast for the family that is gone, my family that's not there, and we celebrate with them this new year and trying to remember them and remember how they lived and the things that we want to make them we want to do the other year to make them proud of us. That is a special thing that we do, and we always put the plates of the family that there's not with us, like my brother or my sister, so we put the plates there also so they can celebrate with us. I think that's the tradition that we have in our family, because I think we all just hug the other person and things like that. But in my family, we do that because we're just 5 in my family, and my aunts and uncles are in another city, so we always are just we the 5 of us celebrating.
I love this tradition. Is something that only your family do, or is more like a general thing to toast for the people that are not there anymore?
No, I think, well, in my family we do. I don't know if someone in Chile does it also, but
I love this. Really great way to celebrate and to thank to the people. Really interesting. Okay, I think we are good with the table topics, right? So I return to our Toastmaster of the evening, Alessandro. Thank you, everybody.
Okay. Thank you, Lucia. Amazing. Amazing topic, as everyone mentioned in our chat. Many people get on this time, so this is great to see how every time. For me, personally, I try to be more engaged with Christmas, but I don't like the music they play in shopping malls. So I really get some down feelings, but that was a great to see how everyone handled that. I really like it because with that I can learn how to see that with different eyes. Thank you so much. So moving on, I would like to invite Bruno Rabelo, our timer, to see how was the performance of our speech tonight. Bruno, please can you share your report?
Thank you, Alessandro. Eduardo, made the speech in 1 minute and 52 seconds. Ricardo, 1 minute and 20 seconds. Rafaela, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Margaret, 1 minute and 20 seconds. Aletea Melo, 1 minute and 55 seconds. Raquel, 1 minute and 11 seconds. Felipe, 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Carla, 1 minute and 44 seconds. So everyone can be voted.
Okay, thank you, Bruno. So let's move on and vote for the best tabletop speech for this evening. You can choose anyone that you like. I'm going to share with you our poll, and it's right on your screen. Just click in the name. If you want to remember what was told, there is the title of the speech just right after the name of the person. I'm going to leave 1 minute for you to cast your votes for this best prepared or best tabletop speech. Okay, I think we have almost everyone that voted, and we have a winner. And after the end of the meeting, I'm going to share with you who was the person that take this best impromptu speech for this evening. Let's move in to our next session of this meeting is our feedback part. So I'm going to invite our feedback members to share their thoughts about the prepared speech. If we have guests here, this is the most important part for everyone. This is how Toastmasters really help us to improve, because everyone that delivers speech has one person for this meeting that is delivering a feedback for her or him. So our first evaluator for this night is Raquel Brito. She evaluated Rafaela Bonogli. Please, Raquel, the stage is yours. And thank you for helping us.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Rafaela, congratulations for your speech. I was flabbergasted. Definitely a very consistent performance. And I loved the choice of the theme, very engaging and with a purpose aligned, applicable to your daily life. I also noticed that you have a very clear speech. It shows that you are an experienced speaker, as you mentioned before. You asked me to pay attention on the volume and the assertivity of your speech. What I could notice is that you cleverly inserted pauses throughout your speech, and that added to the drama and highlighted important information you'd like us to cling on. But what I would suggest that you use more strongly is the variance of your voice. Your speech was delivered more or less at the same tone, and having different tones throughout the text will enhance even more the audience interest. Also, delivering your speech standing could add power to your future deliveries. Unfortunately, your current speech was below the time. So my challenge for you in the future deliveries is that you practice more towards the end target of your time, or maybe the amber, so you don't push too hard. Because when the moment of truth comes, you make sure that you have enough content to deliver your message. To summarize, once again, congratulations. You delivered your message successfully, and I trust that with some twinkling, you project your emotion, your passion, with very successful speeches ahead. I wish you so much success in your future speeches. I know you do great. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Raquel. Amazing feedback. If our guest is here for the first time, this is how we build strong relationship here and with strong and powerful communication skills through Toastmasters educational program. Thank you so much. And moving on to our second evaluator for this evening is Margarete Carneiro. Great to see you again here, Margarete. And Margarete is evaluating Aletheia Melo's speech. Help me welcome Margarete.
Thank you, Toastmaster. I'm flabbergasted. Very difficult word to say, but with Aletheia speech. Aletheia is very enthusiastic. She has a beautiful smile, and she involved us just because she is talking. She has this facility to engage people, and I like the speech very much. Aletheia, you asked me to see your gesture and poses, and I believe you did a great job, because it's very hard to speak to a screen like that, and you did great. You were in a good position. You choose to stay more with the screen up, but we could see you very well. You were seated very relaxed. I like that. You had a nice voice, a nice, we could understand the words very well. You did some mistakes, but a lot of us do that because it's a second language, but I believe you did a great job. And you deliver your message on time. It was good as well. I believe you didn't have enough time to practice, and I understood that sometimes you were like a kind of lost in your speech, but it was just a small part of that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe you did have time enough to prepare yourself at the end of the speech, but regardless, it was perfect. You could finish very well, and I'm very happy because you could continue your journey, and I'm anxious to see the next one. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Margarete. Great feedback for her. I'm going to sure that Aletheia can really engage on your feedback and grow as Raquel, our first speech. Rafael, our first speaker for this evening, because I can learn from that too. Congratulations. Now we're going to move back to Bruno Rabelo, our timer, to see how was the performance of our evaluators and see if you can have a vote for the best evaluator for this evening. Bruno, please share your report.
Hey again. Raquel Brito evaluated in 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Margarete Carneiro evaluated in 2 minutes and 33 seconds. So everyone can be voted.
Okay, thank you, Bruno. Now we have our poll open. Your screen. You can just choose the name you think was the best evaluator for this evening. And after that, we are moving to our reports for the meeting, our accountant, grammarian, our general evaluator, and different reports we have. Okay. Okay. We are almost there in the vote process. I'm going to leave this open for a couple more seconds, and we are moving to our next part. And we have now the accounting report and grammar report with Fabio Bueno. Fabio, thank you so much. Congratulations to jump straight into the club, and meeting after meeting, you are just filling roles here and help our club. And I'm sure that with that, we are growing stronger here with us. Thank you so much. So please share your report as a grammarian and accountant. If you want to do the same, or both together, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Alessandro. Yeah, I've started with the A counter report. Actually, it was very interesting tonight to see how emotional you were in, talking about Christmas and New Year's, and it was very interesting to see Aletheia and Rafaela. They pronounced a couple of A's, so it was more like Aletheia at the beginning of her speech. It was more like so. She mentioned so twice, and an A as well. And Rafaela, actually, she did it very well. She didn't really used any filler words. She did it very well. But when they started talking about Christmas and New Year's tradition, they were kind of emotional, and then they started using the filler words. It was very, very interesting. I guess it's the emotion. I'm pretty much but yeah, and Eduardo, he did it very well. I think he used the filler words for a good use. Just to feel us. He made us feel all the emotion that he had during this Christmas time. Was very nice. Ricardo, Margaret. Yes, they use a couple of filler words as I and so, but it was okay. You understand, you're emotional as well. And Carla and Eduardo, they were the champions tonight for the use of the filler words. But I totally understand they were kind of emotional. So anyways, I guess we can forgive them so for using this huge amount of filler words. Thank you. And now I will share my screen for my reports as a grammarian. Just 1 second, please. Let me see if I can't really share my screen.
No.
Hi? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can share. It's allowed to everyone to share the screen.
Pardon?
It's open, so everyone can share the screen. There is no lock in the share screen option.
Yeah, I had to, so just one sec, please. I think it's, yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. So for the use of the word of today is flabbergasted. So Aletheia, she used it once, Margaret twice, Luisa one, and Raquel one as well. Congratulations, I'm flabbergasted. It was amazing. And for the great use of English, I was really, I mean, great words. This was, I listed some of them as proactively amplifying rather than therefore, to spin the wheel, got stuck, remarkable, dress up, assertivity, enthusiastic, and regardless. Congratulations again, this was amazing. There are some points to improve as well in terms of pronunciation. Maybe I didn't really, I didn't hear very well some of the words, but it was like heard. For some reason, I guess I heard like head. Anyways, I was a little bit confused, so that's the reason why I took note. And shiny, I heard something like shiny. It's more like shiny. And woman, for many, for a couple of times, I heard like woman. It's more like woman. And purpose, I heard purpose. It's more like purpose. And then for the words like ending in ed, like in the past, I heard a lot of college, applied. It's more like called, applied, something like that. And for the words beginning in, let's say, as style, for some reason I heard something like style. It's not is, it's more like style, right? And good, I was a little bit confused. I had the feeling that I heard like God or good. Then I understand that it was really like good. But anyways, it was a little bit confusing. And for everything, I heard everything. It was like pronounced separated, but it's actually is like everything. And juice, I heard juice, juicy, but juicy is an adjective. So juicy, it's if you're like, if you want to say like juice, suco, it's juice. And then for the grammar, I work at, I heard work in IBM. It's better to say work at IBM. I gonna talk rather than gonna talking. To understand instead of to understands, because it's in the infinitive, so you use the regular form of the verb to understand. Instead of say independence woman, it's better to say independent woman. It's an adjective as well, and independence is a noun, so it's better to say that. And for some reason, in one of the speeches I heard, it was a little bit confusing. I couldn't really, I couldn't really understand if the person was referring to a man or a woman. He or she is a little bit confusing. Maybe, anyways, I understand sometimes it's not really like it's our second language. Sometimes can be a little bit difficult, but it was not really clear if if the person was referring to a man or a woman. And then I heard something tell about. It's more like tell us about, right? And then it was a sentence like this wine. This became, the person was talking about wine, and then he said, this became, this become instead of this became. And then celebrate, you can use, it's better than commemorate, but it's not very used actually. And I watch this movie rather than I see this move. On the other hand, rather than in the other hand, and congratulations on your speech rather than for your speech. And you made mistakes rather than you did a mistake. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a class.
Amazing feedback, Fabia. I was talking with our VP in the chat. Our club, I'm proud to see how strong our English members are today in Toastmasters, in Brasília Toastmasters. This is great. One of the ideas that we have last year was to charter a club just for English in Brasília. So this is great to see how persons like Fabia, Margaret has so great use of the language and can help us maybe soon bring this to reality and have our first English club in Brasília. Thank you so much. And moving to our next feedback for this evening, we have our friend and guest from Rio Toastmasters. Where is here? Eduardo Barbosa. Eduardo, again, thank you so much for joining us. Please be sincere and help us with your general evaluator feedback. The floor is yours.
I try my best. So I want to thank you for having me here this great night, the speeches, the evaluators, the table topics, it's all great. So I want to begin with the Toastmasters, the Aletheia Melo, that for me that started the meeting. They graded the guests, talk with some participants of the speeches. So she was really great in this initial of the meeting. Pass to these evaluators. The first, Raquel, she highlighted positive aspects, provides tips for improvement. She summarized the main points, challenged with examples, doing the she stand up of the chair, showing the body language that the speaker must use in the next speech. Enthusiastic feedback, it's very important to do. Be really enthusiastic in your feedback. It gives a sensation of connection with the person that you're talking. And this is as important as the point that I talked before, that is talk with the speaker. It's very important to have the main point that she or he wants, and you have a more clear and more precise feedback that you want to give, that you want to focus. And the second evaluator, Margaret, she provides tips for improvements. She challenged with examples, talked with the speaker. It's very important too that she did the same path that Raquel did, and both use the sandwich method. The sandwich method that Toastmasters, how I say, they desire that the feedback must be used, that you give positive feedback, and then how I say, not even the negative ones, like that it didn't so good, and the challenge that's you want to give. The time, Bruno, a function well done. It's very important to maintain the time on time, and even it's a very important task because you have to pay attention of the time. When you watching the speeches, you're focused in a very well structured speech, and you whoa, the time I forgot. So it's a very important you have to be very aware of this meeting. So congratulations, Bruno. Encounter Fabio Bueno, summarize the filler words and detail later. Just that. Grammarian, that's Fabio Bueno too. Suggestions is to try to find a way to constantly show the word of the day, because sometimes even me include, I forgot what's the word of the day. I forgot. I have this a bad memory. So try to find a way to show constantly the word of the day in some place. The table topics, no discuss. It was great. It was even memorable to know each other, to show our memories, our wishes and dreams. I like this type of table topics. So it's just that. I want to thank you to all to invite me. It was a great meeting. Thank you. Back to you, Alessandro.
Okay. Thank you, Eduardo. For you here in this meeting that didn't know about, Rio Toastmasters was the #1 club in Brazil before Brasília, inspiring in their story and really run harder for this title. So thank you, Eduardo, to have this amazing speech from a club that we really are proud to have here in Toastmasters Brazil. Thank you so much. And now, before closing our meeting and show who was the best of this meeting, I would like to share with you our best smile, because we have our picture of this meeting. And you have a grid view here, so I can take a picture of you. 1 second, just I have Fernando, if you want to open your camera, and remind our friends to look into the lens of your webcam. Don't look at your eyes or at your friend, because your eye is going to be looking away from the camera. Okay, so give me your best smile. 1, 2, 3. Again, one more. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. And let's move to our winner of this meeting. And first, let's have I don't know, we should have a slide before this one. I don't know what happened. So congratulations, Aletea, for your best impromptu speech for this evening on this meeting about Christmas memory. Amazing. And we have now our best evaluator for this evening. Just drum roll for have sounds, because we don't have tables to hit. Okay, and we have Raquel Brito, our guest. Thank you, Raquel, for your great feedback for Rafaela. That was really well delivered. And we have our best prepared speech. And we have, again, drum roll. We didn't have a poll voting, so we have Aletea Mello as the best prepared speech for this evening. Okay, thank you, Aletea. And moving on, we have any information here, I'm not sure. Okay, as a Toastmaster of the meeting, I'm leaving the stage and I'm coming back as president of Toastmasters Brasília. And we have our next meeting. It's December 5. We have a huge speakathon. We have, I think, 7 prepared speeches from level 1 to level 5. If you want to join, I'm sure this is going to be amazing for you to understand how is someone that is starting now and how is someone that is ending the first pathway. So please, if you want to come and join us, our guests, I'm sure that Aletea is going to need some evaluators But if you want to join just to listen and share your feedback in chat, this is amazing too. The meeting is going to be in Portuguese, okay? And I think this is our last slideshow. I would like to thank our guests here. I know that Aletheia worked hard to have all of you here. And thank you, Aletheia. This is a great way to handle this. It's difficult because, as we know, English makes many people really scared to participate in the meeting. And our friends from our other clubs, thank you to COVID, can join us this evening. So I really happy to have this different way of life, because we can have new friends and have different meetings with people around the world. As we have Alex here, we have Carla from Chile, have Felipe Barrios também from Chile. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, if you have any guests that want to participate now and open your microphone, you can share your thoughts about how was the meeting. We have a minute, and if you need to leave, no problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys to coming. I'm so happy.
Thank
you. Yes.
Thank you, Eduardo.
So warm.
Alex again.
Aletheia. You deserve it. It was a great speech.
Thank you, guys. You are so
Alex
kind.
from Montreal.
Yeah, hey, how is everybody?
Oh, I'm fine.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, hey.
Alex.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Me too. I'm sorry I missed your speech. Oh, well.
Oh, it's
Next
okay.
time. Next time.
It happens.
Guys, I have to leave now, but I want to thank you very much, and I want to come more to this meetings.
Excellent.
From Brasília Toastmasters.
Anytime.
Good night to all. Bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Good night.
Bye-bye. See you.
Yeah. So
Rafaela.
2 speeches.
Yes.
Who won the table topics?
Aletheia.
Oh, right. Whoa.
Yeah. They are so kind, I told you.
Three-peat.
Alex, there is a word for 2 wins?
Well, okay, and it depends what sport you're playing. If you're playing ice hockey, it's called hat trick. Yeah, because if you get 3 goals, everybody throws their hats on the ice. If it's 2, it's a repeat. But and then there's this one guy who was called Gordie Howe, and the Gordie Howe hat trick is a goal, an assist, and a penalty for fighting. So
Great.
hat trick. That's for 3. But for 2, I don't know, repeat. I don't know. I'm sure there is something, but nothing comes to mind.
Yes. Rafaela, how was the meeting for you? How was delivering your speech here in Brasília Toastmasters?
I love it. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Aletheia and members. And also, I had some great insights that I'll definitely bring to IBM's club. In terms of the speech, it was great to practice with you. Thank you so much, Raquel. Great feedback. Yeah, I'm grateful to be here with you and have this opportunity. And well, today is Thanksgiving in US.
Yeah,
so
right,
I'm
USA.
grateful.
That's right.
Even though we don't celebrate the States here, I am grateful to have had this opportunity.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's your first PEF, Rafaela. You just joined Toastmasters or no?
I joined last year, and I've completed the first one. I think it's Icebreaker, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you can practice more. I'm going to challenge you to use your club. IBM is one of the great companies we have in Brazil. And we even celebrate IBM as the #1 company in Brazil to promote those Toastmasters clubs inside.
Oh, wow.
I think IBM has 3 clubs in Brazil.
Wow.
Great.
Impressive.
Rafaela, the meetings at your club are in Portuguese or in English?
English. And, but
And with
it's
all the
not
employees from Brazil or employees of all of the world?
just from Brazil, mostly from my area, which is corporate social responsibility. I mean, I guess you could see from the speech that I was sharing about one of our programs. Yeah, but there's also like employees from other business units. But we are actually an open club. So yeah, other like members from other cities, companies, and could join.
Great, great.
We can go.
Yeah.
We can go
Good.
as well. Yeah.
I would love to have you guys there as guest members. I don't know.
I think it's always better to have an open club, because if you have a closed club, the same 5 people are talking to each other. Whereas with an open club, anybody can show up.
Yes, Lucia from Dell, I know she's new in Toastmasters, not so. I think Dell has, more than 10 years in Brazil. I think it's 11 years. And the second club in Brazil was, 3 years after the first club in Dell, because that was a corporate club. It was closed for the community, so people didn't know about the club.
Yeah. Now, actually, I'm part of this board this year, and now we are trying to spread the word, because before just a few people participate and knew about this club inside Dell. Now we are trying to bring more diversity, but I'm still fighting for open the club so I can invite everybody. But they are still narrow-minded, and I need more time to convince them.
I think we have André is the head of the Toastmasters Brazil. I think he can try to move some strings there and try to help.
Yeah,
I know that's because they are not him. I know.
No, yeah. But it's very funny because we have 2 VPs in our club, because we decide this way is not to have only for one. And both of us are in favor of open, but the other board members are like, no, because sometimes people practice inside things in the club, and kind of idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't agree. Yeah.
I belong to a French-speaking club at a place where I work. I'm the coach, and it's open. Whereas, and we're pretty big on information security. We don't want, you just don't talk about sensitive stuff, but you shouldn't be doing that anyway. That's
exactly
it's the number one rule of security. Don't talk about it.
Even to the camera, so
that's it.
Place it out.
Exactly.
Anyway, yeah. But it was really nice to participate here. I was like very happy to see. I love the Raquel evaluation. It's as Rafaela told, we always leave the meeting with many ideas to our own club. So really nice. And people from Chile, I was curious. Felipe and Carla, you already participate, or it was the first time here?
No, I participate in a club named After Office in Chile, in Santiago. But I'm from Valdivia. I'm from the south of Chile.
Well, this is my second meeting here, so.
I remember mine too. Yeah.
But I'm a former Toastmaster from the After Office Toastmasters, the same than Carla. Yeah, and in 2015, 2016. So I'm trying to come back, But for me, it's very interesting this opportunity to because I'm very interested to learn Português. So for me, this place is
Podemos começar a falar português, então.
Não tenho problema. Não tenho nenhum problema. Não, mas estou tentando aprender eu falar, para mim é um pouco difícil, mas eu posso compreender tudo. Mas falar é complicado porque eu não tenho com quem falar. So...
Aletheia, you are in mute.
Sorry. I talk alone. So, Felipe, come with us in Portuguese as well. Are you sending you a linking to
No, thank you for the meeting. It was really, really great. I want to congratulate you, everyone, because it makes us improve our English and our communication skills. So I want to thank you. And I want to invite you to after office meeting. It's on Tuesdays I'm going to send you after office Toastmaster Club. And the next one is in Spanish because the first one of the month is in Spanish and the other ones are in English. So if you want to participate, you are really invited.
Thank you, Carla. Amazing. As
I'm gonna be there.
We have many clubs in Brazil that are English clubs, but I think now we have most of the clubs in Portuguese. So we have plenty of opportunity to join. And in Toastmasters Brazil page, we have an open agenda with all of the club meetings in Brazil. So it's really easy for you to filter between English meetings and Portuguese meeting there. And you can contact the club, ask for the agenda, what is the next meeting, and you can join as a guest. I'm sure that, as you all know, that Toastmasters guest is always welcome in our clubs. So it's a great opportunity to exchange experience with the language.
Absolutely. And you guys are always welcome to come to my clubs. I think I shared them with you the last time, right?
Yes.
Do you have them? All right. Well, you can share them around, share the info.
No, you can share again. No problem.
Brilliant.
Let me find the agenda, the national agenda.
Yeah.
I got here, Alexander.
Yes? Oh,
yeah.
Great. Oh, great. Thank you, Lucia. This is the link, Felipe. If you want to just click there, you're going to see a Google Calendar and you can open and look for the Portuguese meetings. Maybe some of them is going not to be updated in the right schedule, but you can contact the club and talk with them.
Obrigado.
You're welcome.
When do you have your Portuguese meetings? Twice or 3 times a month?
In Brazil, 2 times. Is the
the
first Saturday and the 3rd.
Ah, okay.
Is Portuguese. So the next first Saturday is December 5.
Okay.
It's Portuguese meeting.
All right.
I have to go now. Just arrived my friend who lives in Valparaiso, the same friend of my story. Arrived to my home, sent a visit. So see ya.
Hasta luego,
bye
amigo.
Bye.
Hasta luego.
See you on the next meeting.
Bye,
okay?
See you. Bye.
Guys, I'd really like to thank you for the opportunity for participating here. It was amazing. And it's very organized, the meeting. So the slides were amazing, very professional, Alessandra.
Thank you.
I love these slides.
yes. And the circle, I don't know how to say it, that you used, Lucia.
Oh, the wheel.
I already picked the link. It was very, very nice, very engaging.
I'll share here the link as well. I love to use this because it's more, better.
Yeah, we usually, I usually use a spreadsheet with the topics, but it kind of like in a box, and then you have the order. This one has more emotion to it.
Yeah.
But I would like to thank everybody. Thank you, Rafaela, for the opportunity of evaluating you, and thank you, everybody, for the invitation.
Thank you, Raquel.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Raquel, for
it was such a pleasure to meet all of you. Bye-bye.